For you, it's only you are true, Yahusha. As you wake my spirit.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode. And today I would like to talk about the word hope. Hope is basically Yahusha giving you a rope, and that rope is tied on you. And you can have hope in Him to pull you out of any situation that comes your way. When it comes to the flesh, when it comes to people, when it comes to the pressures of this world, Yahusha is there. He is faithful, and you can put your hope and trust in Him that He will supply you with a way out of anything and everything that puts you in pressure. Speaking of pressure, let's talk about sin. Let's talk about how there is this invisible force constantly pressuring you to do things that are not in Yahusha's will. As you may or may not know, sin is anything against the word of Yahusha. Sin is anything that diverts your attention away from Yahusha. And the only way to get out of these strongholds, these sins, these grooves in our brain for us to do these bad habits is for us to rely on our anchor, who is there to pull us out of any type of situation. What a lot of people do not realize is that we are in a battlefield, and constantly we are fighting an invisible entity, an invisible war. And that entity, of course, is demons, but the invisible war is also the flesh that clings or wants to cling to sin. And the only way to fight that is to bring down the strongholds of the enemy, to even destroy the foothold. And we tend to think that we can white knuckle it and be able to have our own way of being. But Yahusha told us something different, something wonderful, that His word is our deliverance, that His word brings us to His understanding, not just of the word, but of what we're facing. We're facing sin as if it is a hard drug to drop. We're facing something that we ourselves have no power over. We can white knuckle it all the time, have the willpower and say, I can do this, and speak against it, but you can't. Only Yahusha's words can bring down the strongholds of the enemy. And the only way for you to defeat the flesh so that you're still able to abide in Yahusha is to fight with His word. There is power in Yahusha Elohim. There is no other name that can grant you this. There is great hope, and that you can overcome anything that sin has weighed you down with. You've learned something that you're not supposed to do? Fine. Yahusha wants you to rest in Him, knowing that His word is going to destroy the works of the enemy. By our mouths and by our actions, we do what is righteous. And yes, this isn't some Christian lullaby. No, this is real hard stuff. This is things that people do not take the time to speak about. Because what if you are in a big battle and you don't understand everything? Don't you know that when you sin, your heart is hardened just a little bit more? Your mind becomes a little bit more callous. You end up being controlled by the frontal lobe. Well, that's exactly what sin is. So when you come back to Yahusha, you're like, why doesn't it feel the same? Where's the love and the trust? Where's the intimacy? It's gone when you went back to sin. It's gone when you dropped that line of hope that Yahusha gave to you. And people think, oh, I can come out of sin anytime, but you don't understand. Sin tells you a lot of things that you can do and think that you can still receive salvation, but deliverance, but you can't. it's not always guaranteed. Putting your hope and trust in sin only leads to trouble, only leads to consequences. It's a daily battle. You're going to always be fighting. But as you lay down the flesh day by day, it gets easier. The grooves of bad habit that's in your brain, they get pruned away, and new neurological pathways are created. And that's what Yahusha wants us to see, wants us to open our eyes and realize His goodness, His grace, His mercy, but more importantly, that He is a true anchor in any and every situation that this world, that the flesh, that demons have to offer. There's nothing, no greater than His love. It brings people out of really dark places. People think that, oh, this is just me, this is who I am. No, sin has gotten you to believe that. Your flesh is selling you lies, friend. Real life light and love comes from the one who wakes us up and helps us to truly see what it is that we are missing.
As you wake my spirit